Things stand, Liverpool up into third place. Manchester United now have it back in their own hands to finish in the top four, but to do so, they might have to win all their remaining 4 matches. Arsenal not without a shout themselves, but they start 9 points behind Manchester City with 2 games in hand. What a moment, just 19 years old, lining up here on his Premier League debut. 11 years to the day since Arsenal played their last competitive game at Highbury, and a certain Thierry Henry scored a hat-trick. These two had some epic battles.
Goalkeepers in their last 3 home games, but Petr is the undisputed #1 when fit. Arsene Wenger seems determined to keep the system of 3 at the back, but has changed the personnel, with Rob Holding stepping in for Gabriel. That's one of 2 changes from the team that lost the derby match, but Granit Xhaka, who got a kick on the calf, has recovered in time to play. The other change from last weekend sees Danny Welbeck get his first start in a month. His time here since leaving United having been blighted by 2 serious knee injuries. After 9 games in April, this is already United's 2nd game in May. David De Gea has been rested for all of the knockout games in the Europa League. Matteo Darmian is one of 3 survivors from Thursday's win in Spain. He'll play on the other side to 19-year-old Axel Tuanzebe, who, having been on the margins, finally gets to make his Premier League debut. Wayne Rooney and Michael Carrick maintain their record of playing in this fixture every time it's been played at the Emirates in the Premier League. Ander Herrera and Henrik Mkhitaryan are the other 2 starters who also began the win against Celta Vigo. Rashford is on the bench despite coming off with an injury after his stunning free kick. Only Scott McTominay of the other travelling youngsters has made the bench. Arsenal's include Gabriel and Giroud after dropping out of the first 11. Andre Mariner, the man in charge, blows the whistle to get the game underway.
Been at the club since he was 8 years of age. He's changed it around a little bit. Said it earlier on the week.
To the Spaniard, who's looking for Rooney with the early ball in, and Rooney got underneath it.
He did well, Wayne Rooney. Did really well. Got a cross holding. Just got a yard there. Just watching the middle.
To have beaten Chelsea this season, but Arsene Wenger has never overcome Jose Mourinho in a Danny Welbeck. Cleared away only as far as Sanchez on the burst, and De Gea holds on. United building well here, and Rooney steered that round to Anthony Martial, who forces the save from Cech.
As that attack was developing, I was watching the Arsenal back 5 as it was, pushing up, thinking if they could just get a pass away. It's a fantastic one from Mkhitaryan into Rooney. It's a good one from Rooney as well. Maybe it could have been a little further in front of Martial.
There's Sanchez, and he's fed it through to Ramsey, and the save forced after Ramsey managed to free himself.
It's absolutely brilliant from De Gea. Not very good for Mkhitaryan. Just watch the bottom left of your picture. Mkhitaryan just switches off and allows Ramsey in, and Jones can't get across.
Just for a moment seemed to have the edge on Phil Jones. Takes him on. And Darmian. Now Smalling. New cordial relations. Welbeck looking to turn. And it's a block from Phil Jones.
Oh, he's trying to roll Phil Jones.
What can Sanchez make of it? It's a decent ball. Ramsey on the stretch. Ozil keeps it alive, and it's turned away by Jones.
Enjoys it certainly more.
Ramsey looking to get in here. Meant to pull it back to including Welbeck. Smalling was in the way.
I talked before the game. Just in the early parts of the game, just.
It's Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain! Fierce effort, pushed away by David De Gea. And that's fallen short, and Rooney's in! And Petr spares the embarrassment of Holding, who'd put his goalkeeper in real trouble there.
Oh, what a mess from Arsenal. Not quite sure what Koscielny's doing. Holding makes a mess of it. I can't believe he tries to step across Wayne Rooney. Wayne Rooney.
Mourinho following in that. He did play in the FA Cup semi-final as part of the back three as well. Welbeck. Sanchez trying to get it through to Danny Welbeck, and the flag is up. Followed it anyway, but no score at half-time, and
at the end of the run,
Xhaka, who Can hit them, and what about that? Stunning strike from Granit Xhaka to catch Manchester United cold.
As he was lining up to hit it, Xhaka, I was thinking, no, he's not going to shoot from there. A ridiculous position to shoot from, but he ends up scoring a goal, breaking the deadlock. He gets a huge deflection, which kills De Gea.
Out there to Holding, and Arsenal still keeping the squeeze on. Welbeck scores against his old club. Danny Welbeck, the former Manchester United player, may just have ended their long unbeaten run in the Premier League.
Jamie Redknapp was just saying how bad the start of that second half was, and Arsenal have lit it up inside 2 or 3 minutes. It's Oxlade-Chamberlain, persistence on that far side. Damn, he doesn't get out anywhere near quickly enough. It's poor from the full-back. It's a wonderful... No, I absolutely agree. I think the thing is with this tactic, it served United well in these last 3 or 4 weeks, but obviously when you...
Jesse Lingard. It is Rooney.
One there, Shelny knew exactly what he was doing.
Eze trying to feed it back through to Danny Welbeck, but that one does get away. Well, Arsenal have stepped it up significantly in the second half. Jesse Lingard. The Rooney strike.
Been held back through injury in this last couple of years, he really has. But he's a fantastic striker on his day.
Here's Rooney!
Well, he should be angry with himself. He's had the sight the first time. And when it falls to him again in exactly the same position, at the very least he has to do is hit the target. It goes to the same corner.
Scott McTominay with his first appearance at first team. Giroud on for him, and the other change.
First half, a lot of good runs.
And he does to keep him at bay for now, but Sanchez still plays it in just beyond the reach of Ozil. Rashford's ball in, Smalling wins the header. McTominay with the strike, that would have been something. Well, it wasn't too premature in the end. A rare highlight in a difficult Premier League season for Arsene Wenger, whose thawing of relations with Jose Mourinho comes in a week when for the first time he gets the upper hand over him in a Premier League match. Former United man Danny Welbeck sealing the victory after Granit Xhaka's deflected strike off Ander Herrera had set Arsenal on their way.
So Chelsea need 6 points to confirm themselves as champions. Spurs now guaranteed a top 3 finish. They'll be playing Champions League football next season. Liverpool and Manchester City, if they win their remaining games, they will also be in the top 4 at the end of the campaign. Manchester United staying in 5th. Arsenal now creeping up behind them, and they'll play twice again before Liverpool play again. They could be just a point behind the Reds going into their last 2 games of the season. Things stand, Liverpool up into 3rd place. Manchester United now have it back in their own hands to finish in the top 4, but to do so, they might have to win all their remaining 4 matches. Arsenal not without a shout themselves, but they start 9 points behind Manchester City with 2 games in hand. What a moment, just 19 years old, lining up here on his Premier League debut. 11 years to the day since Arsenal played their last competitive game at Highbury, and a certain Thierry Henry scored a hat-trick. These two had some epic battles.
Goalkeepers in their last 3 home games, but Petr Cech is the undisputed #1 when fit. Arsene Wenger seems determined to keep the system of 3 at the back, but has changed the personnel, with Rob Holding stepping in for Gabriel. That's one of 2 changes from the team that lost the derby match, but Granit Xhaka, who got a kick on the calf, has recovered in time to play. The other change from last weekend sees Danny Welbeck get his first start in a month. his time here since leaving United, having been blighted by 2 serious knee injuries.